Namaste and welcome back to the channel on accreditations and nursing education. We are back with a new video on the NAAC. That is, few days ago, I think a couple of 15 days ago, NAAC circulated a mail for the affiliated colleges regarding the schedule of the online visit. It also asked the affiliated colleges to give their 3 dates during which they would be assessed. So for the affiliated colleges, it would be 2 days virtual, that is the online visit. And during this visit, what all the things would be assessed by the assessors through online? And being an affiliated college or an higher education institute, what are the things we need to keep in our mind and what are the records to be kept? And which are the records they are specially asking? That would be seen in the today's video. So the NAAC peer team visit, which is scheduled for the 2 days virtually, they have planned in 2 days, starting from the day 1 at around 9:30 to 10 a.m. would be the pre-visit meeting. During the pre-visit meeting, all the peer team members will join online and they would be discussing that what would be the agenda and how they are going to assess it. Then after, this complete online visit would be live, and that is, they are continuously watching it by the GPS enabled cameras. The time given for the presentation, that is head of the institution and all IQAC coordinators and the faculty members of the institutions to be present during the presentation by the head of the institution is done from 10 to 10:45. A 45 minutes time is given for the presentation. During this presentation, the head of the institutes, the principal, would be presenting the aspects of the accreditation period, that is the major quality initiatives or the aspects which has been covered during the past 5-year period. This presentation would be shared to the peer team members prior a day in a Google Drive. And during the presentation, the head of the institutions, the heads or the IQAC coordinators and the faculty members will be there or will be joining the online. This 45 minutes presentation, in which 30 minutes would be the presentation and 50 minutes would be the interaction. In this 45 minutes presentation with interaction, the head of the institution mainly covers all the aspects of the criteria, that is all the 7 criteria will be covered, wherein which the head of the institution has to majorly focus on the quality initiatives done, what are the changes in the curriculum done, especially what are the initiatives which have been taken in teaching learning, whether the NEP is being implemented or not, whether there is multiple entry and exits are available or not, ABC is being made or not. So there are many things which the head of the institution needs to cover. Basically, in the teaching and learning, the assessors would be interested in the what the higher education has made reforms in its teaching and learning. When it would be an affiliated college, it would be majorly focusing on what the syllabus the university has been provided and what the flexibility the college is having on that syllabus and how the affiliating university or the college is helping getting the aid from that particular university in the curriculum designing and all. So whether how is it helping, with what type of pedagogical methods they are using, then what is the teaching learning process being adopted, what are the ICT tools they are using, how the students teacher ratio is being maintained, and what type of different scholarships have been availed, any new things have been started. Many the things would be discussed during the head of the institute's presentation. In addition to that, there will be also the head of the institution has to focus on the quality part, that if it is a first cycle, what they have done, and if it would be a second cycle, then in the past 5 years, what are the recommendations they received and how the institution has made to achieve those recommendations. That can also be added into the presentation. In the later on videos, we will be discussing on every criteria, what things to be needed to be kept and what to be maintained, and what are the predicted questions to be asked for the head of the head of the institutions during the presentation also will be seen. Then from 10:45 to 11:45, so again, it would be an interaction with the IQAC team or a director or a IQAC complete team would be there. Especially this interaction, during this interaction, the members present should be again the head of the institution, IQAC coordinators and all the faculty members, and the complete IQAC team would be joining this. So during this interaction, the major focus will be on the quality initiatives, that is in the criteria 6, where the internal quality assurance cell, what it has contributed for the institution. So what are the assurance strategies or the quality assurance strategies the IQAC has taken during this process? Then it would also review what is the role of the IQAC in teaching learning process. There is a described structure for that one. What are the policies? Any policies are there? Any methodologies or operations are there? Then what are the learning outcomes, that whether the IQAC is looking after the learning outcomes, whether they are getting evaluated at the periodic and intervals or not. Then how the quality initiatives has been, incremental improvement has been shown. This must be showcased during the IQAC interaction. Then next, from 11:15 to 12:35, again, there will be an interaction with the dean of the academics or any an equivalent person or IQAC coordinators and head of the departments would be joining this. During this interaction, there will be a presentation will be shared. In that presentation, the some of the major things which needs to be covered, like academic calendar planning. So whether the institution is planning or whether it is following the academic calendar as per the given university norms or not, how the curriculum planning is done, whether there are program outcomes, course outcome, program specific outcomes are being embedded into the curriculum or not, and what are the mode of the delivery of this curriculum, which type of methodologies are being implemented in the delivery of the curriculum, which type of student-centric methods have been adopted, yet whether there is any provision of experiential learning or any participative learning, problem-solving methodologies, then how they are enhancing the learning experiences. And in order to do all these things, whether the teachers are using the ICT tools or what type of ICT tools have been in use, and how they are being effectively using this in the teaching and learning processes. Then even into the curriculum also, whether are there any cross-cutting issues or not, whether our curriculum is being aligned with the global, national and local and state level needs or not. So these are the things which has been also seen. So in the curriculum also, certain cross-cutting issues like professional ethics, gender, human values, environment and sustainability, these all are being embedded into the curriculum or not. This also would be assessed by the assessors. And also it conduct whether the institution is conducting the internal assessment or not, at what intervals they are conducting, what are the rubrics which are being followed for the internal assessment. Then after the completion of the internal assessment marks, whether those internal assessment marks have been displayed to the students or not, whether the students' parents are aware about the internal assessment marks or not. Then how are they achieving the internal assessment marks attainment goals with the POs and COs. So these are the major things which will be assessed during this particular visit. So the major matrices, I mean, to focus, now I already elaborated these many things. So these all matrices in which it will be falling. So these matrices would be evaluated based on the SSR which you people have submitted. In that one, majorly, that is 1.1.1, that is the institution ensures effective curriculum planning and delivery through a well-planned and a documented processes, including academic calendar, and conduct continuous internal assessment, which carries a weightage of 20 marks. So as already discussed, I already told they were going to check the academic calendar, and if they are seeing the academic calendar, they will be asking you whether are you adhering to the academic calendar? Are you following the academic calendar? Is it the academic calendar given by the university or what? Okay, then what is the how you are doing the continuous internal assessment? Which type of internal assessment is been adopted? How much weightage is given to the internal assessment marks? Then how of this internal assessment marks, how you are going to attain the attainment levels. So these are few things which will be covering in this one, 1.1.1. And the second matrices which would be covered during that presentation, in which these things should be all included, I mean to say, during the dean's presentation or dean academics presentation. So the curriculum which we are already sent in our SSR, that the syllabus which we have hosted on our website, whether the syllabus is having certain cross-cutting issues, like whether in our syllabus curriculum, do we have professional ethics or what, whether any gender-related courses have been introduced or what, any human values related courses are there, any environment or sustainability courses are embedded into the curriculum or what, that should be also showcased. Then the student-centric method, as I already said you, the various student-centric methods like experiential learning, participative learning, problem-solving methods, project-based learnings, simulation method teaching, role play, flip the classrooms, jigsaw methods. There are many different type of student-centric methods, demonstrations. What are the practicals? Any like any gamifications they are doing? Any different newer pedagogical methods or the student-centric methods have been used for the students, that can also be documented. And in order to use the teaching pedagogies, what are the different ICT tools the teachers are been using effectively or not, whether those ICT tools are online available, or whether the affiliating college is giving this to them, that is embedded by or inbuilt by themselves only, like LMSs are also available. Then even some of the institutes might be taking the Zoom platforms, etc. and all. So that can also be one of the point to be added over here, and how effectively we are delivering our teaching learning processes, that is also can be showcased in this one. Then the 2.5.2, that is the mechanism of internal and external assessment and how transparent we are doing, and the grievance redressal system, whether is it time bound or not. Now again, in continuation with this curriculum only, after at what intervals you are conducting the internal assessment mark, internal exams, then how this internal examination would be conducted, how the question papers are prepared, whether the question paper are having COPOs into it or not. Then in the during the internal assessment also, the internal assessment marks will be displayed to the students or not. Are you making aware the students regarding the internal assessment, that how it would be taking place, what are the bifurcation of the marks, etc. also would be showcased in this one. And in the same way with the external assessment also, what type of question papers would be there, okay, and then whether COPU embedded into that question paper or not. Then what the transparency is nothing but whether after the evaluation these marks have been displayed to the notice board or the website, or a concerned teacher is showing those marks to the students. And if any student is not getting satisfied in the marks code, what is the grievance mechanism the institute or an affiliated institute is following, and to so in order, if any such cases comes either with the internal or the external, what is the time period taken to resolve such issues, and how many cases have been registered during the past 5 years in the external assessment or internal assessment can also be evaluated. In continuation with this also, again, the further it will be around the internal assessment and external assessment after evaluating. Are you going to assess their COs, POs, how you are mapping, how you are doing the gap analysis, and how you are going to fill those gap analysis would also be an important criteria. In addition to that, the low scoring students, what we call it as the advanced learners and slow learners, is there any particular policy for that one? What are the mechanism which we are following in that? These all things should be observed in this particular criteria. So from 12:45 to 1 o'clock, the session shall be highlighting the following. That is, they may tell you to visit the research facilities of the institution, any research related IPR facilities are being available or not, the Indian knowledge system cell is there or not, incubation center. So they will be asking for to check all this, and through the video we need to show these all to them. So during this period, they will be also interactive with the dean researcher or any equivalent person. And during this interaction also, when they will be visualizing and they will be interacting with the faculty also, the faculty who is concerned with the Indian knowledge system or the IPR cell or the incubation cell can also be joined in the session so that they can give the answers to that. So in this interaction session, the matrices evaluated are, that is 3.2.1, that is the institution has created an ecosystem for innovations Indian knowledge system, including awareness of IPR establishment of IPR cell, incubation center, and other initiatives for creation of transfer of knowledge, technology, and the outcomes of the same are evident. So in this particular metrics, if we see, there is they are asking whether the institution is having these facilities or not. So in your SSR, if you have claimed that we do have an IKS cell or we do have an incubation cell and we do have an IPR cell, where in which the faculty are being helped for filing their patents or handholding is done for the patents, and also the institution is helping for making the commercialization of that patents also. So that all would be asked over here. Then the how many startups have came out of from the incubation center? What are the new innovations which are being done? What is the role of the institute in those innovations? How it is creating the transfer of the knowledge with the help of these innovations and patents also. So these all things will be analyzed during this particular session. Then there would be a lunch break of around 1 to 2, and further they will continue with their afternoon session, wherein which again they will be further evaluating the session by interacting with the NCC and NSS coordinator and extracurricular activities coordinator also. So during this session, the evaluators or the assessors would be majorly focusing on the extension activities carried out by the institution. Then how many institutions are being adopted under the NSS and Unnat Bharat, and what type of activities have been carried out in the neighborhood communities, and those activities, what impact has been shown on that community, what sensitization has taken, what was the social issues, what was before and what was after change. After doing all such type of programs will also be asked. In addition to that, any awards or any recognitions was been were been earned by the institution will also be identified. So in this, the metrics basically evaluated would be the 3.4.1, that is the outcome and extension outreach activities, which can be sensitizing the neighborhood and all. That would be seen, any awards and recognitions, and what is the institutional efforts for providing the inclusive environment, that is towards the tolerance, harmony, culture, any culture, the linguistic, communal, socioeconomic diversity. So in this one, we can showcase that what the institution is been doing during the past 5 academic years, like tolerance you can show about in the neighborhood and all. You have been conducting any programs on domestic prevention of domestic violence, female feticides. Okay. Then any cultural events you have been done at your institutes, any regional or any language related diversity programs have been conducted. Even we can include in this one our Independence Day, Republic Day, and any many there are many health days also can be also be taken into the consideration, or even like cultural days like Diwali, Dashra, Holi, and then any specific regional culture related, any diversity of the students is there, as per their diversity also. What are the cultural events we people are doing? Then how we are sensitizing the students? What type of sensitization? Like for example, even we can include in this one orientation. During the orientation programs also we are sensitizing the students. Constitution days, what are the rights? What are the etiquettes or ethics to be followed? So these all things can be added into this 7.1.4 category. Then from 2:45 to 3:15, again, the next session would be continued. And during this, the members who should join this session would be the head of the institution, IQAC coordinators, and all the concerned faculty members, including the librarian and ICT in charge. So during this session, the interactive session with the peer team will be mainly focused on the questions concerned to the infrastructure. I mean, the building, the lab facilities, like I mean to say the classrooms, labs, what are the equipments, what are the ICT tools, what are the facilities for culture and sports facilities. So this would be completely a video based tour where in which the HEI focuses their cameras on all these facilities, and whatever the chairman or the members say there, it can be connected and it should be shown. Like for example, if they may visit for the library, we have to show that how whether the library is automated or not. Through the videos we have to demonstrate them. Then what are the total number of books are there? What are the subsections we are being taken? That can be checked both manually as well as manual in the sense through the videographs, or with the help of the computers only. They may tell somebody to operate and show directly them on the computers also. And then they can check the footfall of the students, means the faculties and students, how many students are utilizing the library, that is the footfall. Then what are the IT infrastructure, what are the internet facilities available, what is the bandwidth of the internet. Then they will be also checking about the gender audit, which is documented in our SSR in the criteria number 7.1.1, where how many male are there, how many female are there, what are the provisions are there, what are the safety measures we are providing for them. So for all these things, the institution has to keep the scanned documents of proof related to all the above matrices, and also present them, and even live video demonstration can also be demanded by the peer team. As I already told you, they can directly tell, they can go, they will tell to go to the library, focus their camera onto the library computers, and they will tell to show the what are the list of the books or what, or randomly they will ask, they must focus on the accession register and take any number from the accession register and ask that accession number to showcase in their portals whether that book is into the entry or not. So these are some of the I mean the activities which can be done during that visit. Then in addition with it, that whether the infrastructure is adequate or not, how many classrooms are there, how many labs are there, whether the labs are well equipped or not, whether the labs are functioning or not. So these all would be assessed through the videography mode only. And even the ICT enabled facilities, like as I told you about the LMS page of the institution, or any smart classrooms we are having and we are showcasing them, that can also be seen. Then facilities like culture, for culture, what we are having, what different sports type of activities we are having, whether do we have any yoga center or any indoor and outdoor games, gymnasium, auditorium. So these all would be visually seen through the video. Then I already told you about the library automation, what the digital facilities are there, how the students are utilizing this type of facilities, the library footfall. These should be assessed in during this visit. Then whether the IT department is regularly updating its facilities or not, bandwidth of internet connection is how much. So these are majorly being taken. Then for gender audit also, how many male, how many female, what are the facilities, what are the safety measures, what actions the institution is taking to promote the gender promotion and all. These would be the part of this interaction. From 3:15 to 3:45, the peer team would be interacting with the alumni of the institution, where the alumni interaction would be done. And during this interaction, uh, the registration of the alumni needs to be provided, which we have submitted in the SSR document. Then during this session, they may evaluate our metrics, that is the fifth criteria, whether the registration of alumni registration is there or not, whether the alumni meetings are happening or not, how much alumni is contributing every year, what are the other than the monetary benefits, what other alumni are giving the support to the institution. So these are some of the things would be asked by the alumni to the alumni people also. Then at 3:45 to 4:15, there will be an interaction with the management committee and the other admin staff and the finance head staff. Other like the finance committee is there. Yeah, we do have the institutional practices in the line, like with our vision, if we are saying what in NEP team is there or what, how institutional growth is there, what type of decentralization is there, what is the participative institutional governance. Things would be evaluated here. So during this evaluation, the metrics which would be evaluated is basically the criteria number 6. Okay, wherein which the institutional governance and leadership are as in accordance with the vision of the institute. So whether we have implemented NEP, what are the initiations which has taken for the sustainability of the institutional growth, whether there is decentralization or not, how there is a participation in the different people are been participating in the institutional governance or not, what is the short-term goal, what is the long-term institutional perspective goal, this would be asked. Then the institutional perspective plan also have to be shown for them, and what is the functioning and which are the different bodies in it, and what are the policies we have kept, what are the service rules, what is the administrative setup. This would be also evaluated during this session. Again, in continuation with it, they will be also asking about the appraisal system. What are, and do we have a designated appraisal format or not? How many weightage, how much weightage you are giving to different appraisable formats? Whether is it transparent or not? Is it different for teaching? Is it different for non-teaching? Whether the institution is providing staff developmental programs or not? Any financial aid is being given to attend these faculty development programs. So these also would be the some of the things which they will be seeing. Then what are the resources and how the fund generation is also there, whether the audits are being done at the regular intervals or not. So these are the major things which they will be assessing. Then from 4:15 to 4:45, there would be a discussion with the head of the institution, IQAC coordinators, and the all faculty members, which are related to the best practice component. That is the criteria 7. So the best two practices would be showcased to the peer team, and those will be also evaluated by the peer team. And also they would be also looking off for the institutional distinctiveness also, that is how different we are from stand from other different colleges. So during this time, the interaction or the discussion, we need to showcase with all the relevant proofs that would also aid in the better marks for us. So day one is all about this, and in the upcoming video, we will be seeing about day two and what are the things to be kept in the day two also, and how the HEI should get prepared for day two visit. Thanks for watching. Request you to share, like, and subscribe the channel, and comment on the channel.